We hope you enjoyed this episode. Unfortunately, they made some mistakes.
Okay.
Oh my God. Okay, we've been holding on a story and we need to hear it.
I know. The thing I worry about is I don't think you're going to believe my retelling of it. And that's why I suggested we might need testimonials from people that were involved.
It just feels like it's going to be a lot.
It's too much
to do. It's a bit of a to-do.
Cumbersome, inefficient.
Adding more people to edit and lay in. It's
too
just
much.
It's too much. Okay.
You can ask tonight if I told this story fairly.
Okay.
I also need one more preface.
Okay.
This is a very hard story for me to tell because I blundered in a way I hate to blunder.
Okay. Well, I'm going to say, I don't know what you're about to say, but I'm proud of you for owning that you blundered.
In a way that I would least want to blunder. I even thought, like, while it was happening, I was like, well, would clearly be, in any other circumstance, I would tell this story in the fact check. But the fact that I blundered, I really was on the fence about it.
Well,
This is almost as bad as my relapse story for my ego.
Okay, well, now I'm probably...
Now you kind of know now you've got a zone, I think. Anyways, let me tell you the story.
Okay.
That was a lot of...
Can I ask questions during the story?
Please.
Okay.
Okay, so Eric and Molly and the kids, their children, are here visiting in Nashville. And it wasn't our first boat ride. I think we had a couple good boat rides before this, but we went out on, I think it would have been Saturday. We decided, okay, we're going on the boat. It's going to be a few hours. Like we're going to drive to the end of the lake and go to this restaurant we love.
Oh.
And then on the way back, we'll do some tubing. We'll find a cove. And that's the game plan. Like we kind of know we're going to spend a few hours on the boat. Well, as we're driving to the restaurant, I see this cove and I'm immediately remembering people in town have said, like, have you gone to 2 Foot Cove? And I can see that, oh yeah, there's a sandbar that's 2 feet deep. There's a bunch of boats parked around it. And I think, this is off schedule, but maybe we should drop anchor over there. The kids can swim by the fucking sandbar. Maybe we'll play some spades on the boat.
Oh, fun.
Right? It's kind of an impromptu decision to pull in. I need to add that my pontoon boat, which I love, has double bimini, meaning it has this, and you've experienced it now, it has this huge shade over the entire length of the boat, which is 25 feet.
Yeah.
So, okay, we pull up. There's tons of boats. We pull by 2 pontoon boats that are tied together. They're hanging out. They're clearly together. Then another 2 dudes to the right of that. They're not tied up together, but they're around each other. I go up front to drop the anchor. And I'm telling you, at this point, I'm like 50 feet from these boats. I have so much room.
Okay.
And I'm in the middle of like getting the anchor out and unraveling it and throwing it in and like tying it up to the thing. And in that amount of time, the wind, which was pretty severe, has taken the boat quickly towards the 2 pontoon boats that are roped off next to each other.
Okay.
And so I'm in this situation where I'm at the front of the boat holding the anchor and I'm trying to decide, do I try to get this anchor to seat and stop us from drifting into these boats, or do I quickly run and start the boat up and put it in drive and that whole thing?
Okay.
I got to add one thing. My biggest fear in life is ending up on the website, the Instagram account, Qualified Captain, which is my favorite site. It's all guys shitting the bed in their boats. Either they drive their boat into the boat ramp and they bury their truck in the water, or, a bunch of hijinks and fails.
It's called qualified or unqualified?
I always say qualified captain, but it would make more sense as unqualified captain.
Unless it's like funny.
I think that's what it's one of my favorite accounts. If not my favorite account. Let me see. Captain. I'll tell you the real name of it. The Qualified Captain. If you peruse through here, it's just guys losing control of their vessel, and it's so embarrassing.
Yeah.
And ever since we got the boat, I said, my only goal this summer is to not end up on the Qualified Captain website. I don't want anyone filming me fucking up. Okay. So we're drifting very quickly. I make the split-second decision. Fuck, I can't count that the anchor is going to grab. I'm going to go back. I go back. I start it up. By the time I get the boat started, we are now drifting into this pontoon boat. There's a dude on the pontoon boat. He sees what's about to happen. So he comes to the edge and he starts to try to push us in the other direction. I was like, great. So like he's doing that and we just kind of glide by. Now we glide between the 2 that are roped off and the other 2 that are scattywampus.
Okay.
And it's very, very tight. Like we're almost going to hit the other one and now.
Oh, no.
And so we drift past and I think, oh my God,
Thank God.
We just avoided that. There's a woman in the water behind the pontoon boat that couldn't see what was going on. She's
just on her own swimming?
She's floating in a tube like everyone else is floating and enjoying the day. And so as we're gliding by that boat, she's already yelling at us. What are you doing? Put your paw there. She's starting to shout directions at us. And it's stressful. The kids are yelling at me to do things.
Yeah.
Everyone's, And I now realize, we have scraped their boat. I can see that we scratched the pontoon boat.
The guy that was helping push.
Yes, the pontoon boat that he was standing on, it has been scratched. And I'm like, oh, fuck. And there's all these. Now everyone's watching, right? Everyone that's parked out there, something's happening. She's yelling. And I'm like, so we get free of it. But now I need to go back around and come up to them in control. But again, the wind's blowing like crazy. I have this huge sail and the fucking pontoon's just a big kite because it's a big square. I immediately, I go, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm going to pay for this. I'll make this right. I'm so sorry. My bad. Full ownership. I'm so sorry. I have Kristen write my name and number on a piece of paper. Now the woman in back, she already thought all hell broke loose before she knew there was a scratch. Now she's on the boat. Now she's screaming.
Is she part of that boat?
I don't know this yet.
Okay.
And I don't know her age, but I'm going to guess around 50.
Okay.
And then.
Your age.
Yes. And now a third guy enters this scenario, which seems to be her friend. And this guy's older.
Okay.
He seems to be in his 60s. And he's now yelling at the top of his lungs, what is your vessel number? He's like, give me your. And so we drive back up. Kristen hands the guy the piece of paper. We don't hit them, thank God.
Oh my God, what if it happens?
And the woman is like, she's very upset. She's swearing. The kids are a little rattled. And he looks at this piece of paper. And I got to add one thing for color commentary. The entire time this is happening, the dudes that were in the unroped off boats, one of the guys saw that it was me. He's now going, Dax, he's screaming. So while all that chaos is happening, I have this guy over here going, Dax, we're neighbors. We're neighbors. My dad has 7 hit songs on the radio. I'm like hearing 7 hit songs. We own restaurants. We're neighbors. And I'm like, I'm trying to be friendly to him, but they're all screaming. And so now as I come back around to give my piece of paper, this guy is still, it's like round 3 of all this information. He's put his boat in driving. He's just tailing us wherever we go. He's yelling.
Yeah.
It couldn't be more chaotic. Give the guy the number. And we're like, okay, great. We got to get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to get out of here. So we start pulling away and she's like, what are you doing? Get back over here. You get back over. You're hitting and running. And I go, no, I'm not. You have my number. I'm so sorry. I'm going to definitely make this right. I could not be more openly saying, I'm sorry. I'm responsible and I'm going to pay for it.
Yeah.
No, you get over here. And I'm like, I'm not going to rope my boat up next to this woman. The kids don't want me to, whatever. So
how is it hitting and running if you handed the thing over?
Well, thank you. So I start driving away.
Great.
Phone rings. Great. I gave him my number. I don't mind talking to him. He was calm. So I got on the phone with him. He's like, hey, okay. So I go, so here's my number. You know that it's real. I'm so sorry. Please, I can't wait to pay for it. I'm really, really sorry. He's like, okay, yeah. He's cool. And he goes, oh, hold on. So-and-so wants to talk to you. And I'm like, oh my God. And it's the woman. And so the woman's on the phone. She's like, you get back over here. I'm calling the TWA, the Tennessee Water Authority. Okay. Who's the cops on the lake?
Yes.
I'm calling them. And I go, okay, you can do that. Go ahead. Mm-hmm. But you have my number and I'm going to pay. And there's really no reason for you and I to sit next to each other. That's what's going to happen next. You better get back here right now. I'm calling the cops. You're getting arrested. I go, okay, I don't want to talk anymore. I'm going to pay for it. I hang up.
Good. That sounds good.
We cross the lake. It's about another 15-minute ride to the end of the lake to the restaurant we wanted to go to.
Okay.
Obviously, the kids are like, are you going to jail? Like everyone on the boat is now, what is going to happen? I'm like, I don't really know, but I'm not sitting in that group of 300 people. One guy's telling me his life story. Everyone's got a camera out. I just want to get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
So we get to the restaurant. We sit down. We've just ordered drinks. We've been there for 4 minutes.
What's your state when you're at the restaurant?
I'm 85% confident that she's going to call the TWA and she's going to say, and they're going to say, do you have any idea who this person is? And she's going to say, yeah, I have his number. They're going to go, well, then that's not a hit and run. But that's kind of where I'm at. I'm
Okay.
like, I'm not in trouble.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
I've done everything right other than hang with her.
But are you feeling like even if you're like, I'm obviously not getting arrested, I would feel that like, well, obviously I'm not getting arrested, but this whole thing just, I mean, it's like chaos.
Well, I am
and
thinking,
cluster.
oh my God, everyone on this lake's going to know this story in 5 minutes.
Right.
And again, my ego,
yes.
the story's going to be like, I drove my boat into somebody and I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah,
all
exactly.
This, like that's where my head was at, probably like ego management.
Yeah.
Well, this whole lake's going to think I'm a fucking putz who can't drive a boat and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But I'm not really thinking the cops are going to take this seriously.
Yeah.
So the manager comes up right after we order drinks. He goes, hey, there's a few officers here that want to talk to you. I asked them to stay outside so that they weren't in the restaurant, everyone watching. Would you come to the office and back?
Right.
And I'm like, yeah, absolutely. So I get up, I walk through the kitchen of the restaurant, and then I go into like the office of a restaurant. And there's two officers. They're young. They're nice, right? I basically tell my whole story to them. I got to back up. There was an exchange you need to know about.
Okay.
And I want to read it verbatim so I don't mess it up. Okay, so this is the text exchange. Please let me know how much the damage is and I will be, all caps, happy to make it all right. I will Venmo you the money or mail a check, whatever you prefer.
Great.
I'm texting with the dude at this point. He said, I trust you'll make it right. I think blank's name has the cops coming to us to file a report.
Okay.
And I go, okay, whatever she needs to do, as long as she's honest about the fact that I immediately gave you my number and did not run, nor was there a collision. We drifted into you while both people were anchored. Again, extremely sorry for the inconvenience, and I'm happy to fix it. And can you explain to Karen there is no boat registration number because it hasn't been mailed from the county yet, but the boat is fully registered with my county. Numbers haven't arrived yet. He said, hope y'all have a great rest of the weekend. Sorry we had to meet like this.
Okay.
Her name is not Karen. I let one thing out. I couldn't resist. The fact that she's calling the police on me is textbook Karen move. So I've been so nice, and I just let one. I was a little naughty, and I said Karen.
What do you mean you said Karen?
I said, please just make sure Karen's honest about the fact that I
didn't even put,
I just slid it in.
Oh my God.
I just couldn't resist.
Okay, great.
Because it was insane, like whatever. Okay, so now I'm in the office and I'm talking to the two police officers and I tell them the entire story. And they're like, okay, great. Our boss is looking at the damage and he'll be on his way. And so he's going to come over and hear your statement too. And now Kristen enters the thing too. So now we're both in there. The officer who's fucking awesome comes in. He hears the whole story and he's like, okay. He goes, okay, so yeah, that's not hit and run. You gave your information. He said, also, I just saw the boat. We don't even file reports unless it's above $2,000 in damage. And there's no way that was, So all that happens. I go back to the restaurant and now she starts texting me.
Okay.
She said, hi, it's blank, boat you hit. I'm sorry, but I just bought the boat last week. I'm not a Karen, but I was a bit upset. I understand things happen. And yes, I did tell the TWA you left your number. I said, great. I just talked to them and we're all good. Again, extremely sorry I scratched your new boat. I feel terrible, especially if you just got it. The wind was stronger than I evaluated.
Great.
She said, I totally understand and have been there. I'm sorry I freaked out. All good. I'll be in touch. I said, great. Just let me know when you have a bid. She said, will do. And again, I'm sorry for being a Karen.
Okay.
And I wrote, ha, 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 ha. And I'm like, I love her. I love her. I cannot believe that she was able to come through. She was so mad. But anyways, now it's been very lovely. And it's now I've had several exchanges with her that are very, very lovely. I think the win of the whole situation, which is completely never happens, is my kids were like, Dad, I'm so proud of you. I thought you could have even been meaner to her. And I never get that feedback.
Yeah, their expectations are set.
Yes. So I magically stayed super nice.
Okay.
And apologetic the whole time.
Good.
Yeah.
That's very good.
Yeah.
And
do you believe that?
I do believe it.
Okay.
I do wonder if it has to do with your culpability. Like, if it was just a
Yeah, you're right. Because
scuffle.
I generally overreact to injustice.
Yeah.
And there was nothing unjust about me being in trouble for hurting her boat. Like,
Right.
and I was like, again, I immediately was like, this is me.
I did
my
it.
bad.
Yeah. So maybe that was at play. But I am very glad
There's
you
a few
didn't
safety nets.
overreact.
I'm also being watched by people.
Yep.
One guy's screaming my name.
Yep.
So minimally, he knows who I am.
Mm-hmm.
So that's helpful, knowing that I'm not anonymous in this situation.
Yeah.
I can't just fly off the handle.
Yep. That's very
That's
good.
helpful. So
But
it's not
also
all my
sometimes-
willpower.
Sometimes that's helpful, but sometimes it causes I think it can cause you sometimes to get extra panicky when there's that kind of chaos, or people are noticing it's you, or
everyone's noticing. Everyone on my boat they got opinions.
yeah.
Go here, turn here. What do you do? You know, everyone's yelling. Go back. At first, it was like, go back. She wants you back. I'm not going back.
Right,
I'm not sitting next to her.
Yeah.
I'm happy to talk to the police, but I'm not going to hang with her until then.
Yes, I think that was smart. It just would have escalated more if you had gone back.
The only pat on the back I'll give myself is of that pie. So those things really help me behave correctly. But that's a dream. We're friendly now. I never had these outcomes where I burn the house down and the people leave hating me and I hate them.
Yes.
And this is awesome. We went through this whole thing. I mean, she couldn't have been more mad at me.
Right.
And I couldn't have written her off more as being just a insufferable Karen. There's no way back.
Yeah.
And then I had to go first. I just had to be really nice first. And guess what?
that.
She was really nice back
This
ultimately.
is a great takeaway.
Yeah, I'm learning at 50
I love that.
to resolve these things in a way where everyone actually kind of feels better at the end.
Yes.
It took me a long time to get here, but it's possible. And I didn't feel, that's what it's really epitomizes is I don't feel control. I don't feel in danger. I don't feel scared. I don't feel
Yeah.
I feel fine to take it on the chin. This is really funny. It's actually confidence was the ability to just take it on the chin.
Yeah.
But I thought confidence was don't ever let anyone do that.
Yeah.
So it took me a long time, but I've had a couple now experiences where I'm like, oh, this is way better.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I think you saying you love her now feels strong to me. But I think
can I tell you what I love?
respect her reaction. You respect what happened. You respect
Deeply.
the exchange.
I think for her to come back from where she started, and I called her a Karen.
Yeah.
For her to make a joke about herself being a Karen, I really applaud it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I do too. Everyone then
you can do
handled
almost
it
anything to me, but if you give me like a heartfelt apology and ownership of it, I can let anything go. Pretty much. You just want the person to acknowledge.
Yeah. How they were acting.
Yeah. So anyways, now I like her. I'm excited to see her on the lake.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. She is still someone who does just a reminder, you did get a lot of information. You got great information, which is that she does cool down and can see things clearly.
Yeah.
But she is also a person who
called the police
does
on me
has big reactions.
Yeah, there we go. Big.
So
that's the safe word.
just, both are true.
Both are true. She probably was like me as a kid, So she must have been like, you can't just smash my fucking boat.
Yes, exactly.
She and I are the same.
Let's say these are cars. So if someone,
it would be the equivalent of definitely in a parking lot you rub up against someone's bumper.
Right. And then you leave. But then in that case.
And you give the person your number.
Yeah.
You don't wait for the police to come talk about.
Do you wait?
And in fact, in California, you don't even wait for the cops when there's a collision. You just exchange information and then you all bounce.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
But I mean, I do know states differ. I was thinking of that. California's like that.
Yeah.
I think no fault states are like that. But some you do need the cops to come and do an incident report. But that's not how California is.
Right.
And so I felt like, if this was California, I'd done the right thing. But again, I don't really know what happens in Tennessee. Maybe I was supposed to sit there the whole time.
But
this
were
huge
you?
crowd of people
did he
fucking
say
coming in.
Did he say? But like,
no.
He didn't say.
No,
Okay.
he's like, you gave your information.
So that was fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what's more interesting is would I've been able to keep all that same composure if it was a guy? And that's probably different. I would probably have a harder time just taking it on the chin.
Interesting.
From a guy. In fact, I'm pretty pessimistic about that outcome.
Well, maybe now moving forward, you could try it.
I think what happens with a guy maybe is like, I'm not going to threaten a woman.
Yeah. You just know it's not an option.
It's not an option. So I could just trick myself into like, because in that situation, my only option is to be nice.
Right.
I'm not going to scream at a woman. I'm not going to hit a woman.
Yeah.
Unless she's trying to stab me.
Thinking of it as nice is like, it's just civil. It's just like, I don't think anyone needs to be overly nice. I mean, obviously great if you are, or she is, or he is, or whatever, but like, just civil, like we're just people and we made this happened and we're going to just be sort of, what's the word? Like, direct about it. Like, just like, this is what happened and I'm going to fix it. And it doesn't have to be so emotional.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for more Armchair Expert, if you dare.
Let's take a minute to thank our presenting sponsor, Audible. With Audible, the leading audio entertainment app, it's easy to discover new stories and ideas while going about your day.
Yeah, and with over 1 million audiobooks, Audible originals, and more, it's basically impossible to run out of things to listen to. Plus, there's just something about audio storytelling that hits a little different.
Yeah, it really does, especially Audible originals that feature performances from celebrities and top voices. It's like watching a movie in your head. One on my list is Treasure Island. Which is an Audible original drama. It's a timeless tale of pirates, lost treasure, maps, and mutiny. What more could you need?
That sounds really fun. I'm more of a psychological thriller girl myself.
Yeah, you're dark.
Yeah. I'm dark and I'm broody. And I've been hearing all about the author Frida McFadden. And I love that I can listen to her audiobooks on the Audible app when I'm commuting, taking my walks, as you know, or just like doing laundry and chores.
Well, with Audible, you can find the genres you love and discover new ones. There's more to imagine when you listen. And to make it even better, Audible has a special offer for armchairies. Sign up for a free 30-day Audible trial, and your first audiobook is free. Visit audible.com/Dax. That's audible.com/Dax.
Wow. And I do believe you. Like what part did you think I wouldn't believe?
That I handled it so peacefully.
Yeah.
I guess I have some text evidence that helped.
Yeah,
too,
exactly. Yeah, that's pretty scary. Also scary that these boats can just fly into other people's boats and cause damage.
Well, I learned a lot. My boat is a kite.
Yeah, too thin. Perfect amount of thin.
Yes.
It's perfect.
It's been a while since I've been called into a room to talk to the cops.
Yeah. Did you feel like old? Like it was old?
I've been in that situation many, many times. Yeah. 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 And probably my most practiced behavior is trying to talk my way out of trouble I've gotten into myself.
Yeah.
Starting in school, like
exactly
learning to talk to the principal and
I mean, I've had to talk my way out of situations, don't get me wrong, but not with the cops.
Right.
Definitely.
I started my training with the principals.
Yeah.
I was pretty good at I would push the ding, 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 the substitute teacher to the breaking point where you got to go down to the office. And then I would talk my way out of that.
That's so mean.
I know. I'm not.
I'm just want you to know that
I have not been a perfect boy.
No one's been perfect, but
I was trying to make jokes and entertain everyone.
Did you use your stapler everywhere?
No, I wasn't that type of disruptive. I was make a joke disruptive.
But
I wasn't shoving anyone or tripping anyone or calling girls names.
Sure.
I mean, maybe I was calling girls names to Aaron. I wasn't perfect. I was in junior high. I might have called people names.
What'd you call
I just don't know. I don't have any specific memory, but I'm just being honest that might have been on the table.
Yeah, you did.
But never to their face.
Would you call him a piggy?
No.
Yeah, you did.
Never. No, that wasn't my style. I was more like, there was a girl.
You just call him Karen.
God, I'm just burying myself
Say
deeper. There was a girl in high school,
Mm-hmm.
and my friend Brian Bowles and I sat behind her. And I didn't notice. And also, Bowles was such a character.
Okay.
He's one of the most distinct friends I've ever had.
Okay.
You'll often hear Aaron and I imitating him. He talked like this. Shepard, what are you doing after school? He was like 45 years old in school. He had been kicked out of a really nice Catholic private school, and he wore sweaters and khaki pants. Shepard, do you golf? So we were behind this gal, and he noticed first, he goes, Shepard, was this gal beheaded? And I go, what? He goes, look at that scar on her neck.
Oh.
And she did. She had a scar that went completely across her neck as if she had been beheaded.
Oh, my God.
Then we were obsessed with what happened.
Of course.
So
Did you
we had a
guys-
whole semester of, Shepard, I think what happened. You know, it was just a lot of theorizing on what
she probably had a
happened.
tumor.
Well,
I mean,
maybe she's at a rock concert and had a good time.
No.
No.
Not a scar across the whole back. But I bet if that
Shepard,
she
do you
was
think
in,
she died?
okay, if she was in my school, the with the girls, depending on how young we were, it would have been the like, you know that wives' tale about the woman that wears the red scarf around her neck because actually like it's like this her head
When she
came
takes
off.
it off, her head falls off.
Yeah, and it's red because of the blood.
Yeah.
Like we would have, it would have been her.
You would have thought that was her.
Mhm.
And certainly she did have some dressing and gauze on there post-procedure that were probably red, like a scarf.
I wonder what happened.
It was
That's
a horrific-
sad. Yeah.
Shepard, I think she went through the windshield backwards, he'd say.
That's not funny because that is what maybe could have happened.
But not backwards. How would you end up going through it backwards?
I don't know.
Uh,
Wow. Yeah, kids are kids.
Yeah.
Kids are kids.
Yeah.
We've all done it.
Yeah, we see things. And then we focus on them.
We focus on them and we
Yeah.
just want to feel like we're not the lowest on the totem
That's right.
pole.
Yeah.
It's so
social primate of us.
it is, but it's
Yeah.
to be overcome. But it's
I know. You got to transcend it. I mean, you do as you get older.
real. Some people.
You hope. But school, we're not there yet.
Yeah, it's true. Okay, great story.
Thank you. I'll
I'm-
try to keep gathering stories.
Okay, I'm glad with the way it went. Little small update before we wrap up. We did watch What Lies Beneath
Yes.
last night.
And I'm going to give an objective retelling of the scenario. You were hellbent on seeing it. No one was very amped up to watch it.
Okay, well, hold on. I got to add a little caveat there.
Okay.
We talked about this on the fact check, some fact checks ago. I
Yeah.
said, can we watch What Lies Beneath? And
Yeah.
you seemed excited about
Yeah, because
that.
you looked very excited, and I was not going to rain on your parade. But listen,
Okay.
I was a 6 to see it. I remember it ish.
Sure.
And yeah, Lake, let's eventize this.
Yeah.
But no one was dying to watch it, but we all watched it because you wanted to.
Molly acted
And it was-
excited.
And it was great. And everyone was so happy that you suggested it. And Eric was jumping out of his
Screaming.
chair.
We were making screams.
I was making a lot of noises for a different reason, and I got yelled at
What
for
was it, though? I didn't see.
It was the intimacy parts. I was like vocally having a,
All right.
and
I didn't know. Look, I will tell you. So we're in a room that has tears, and you were making
that
some.
sounds even worse than a movie theater.
I don't know. Okay, I have
know,
a weird.
you know I'm so sensitive.
No, I am now sensitive. This is
Okay.
why I fucking hate hearing anything,
Okay,
right?
okay.
Because back to when I heard those girls talking about the Brad Pitt episode,
Yeah.
they mentioned something about how you guys both talked about your theaters.
Mm.
And it really, I hated that,
Yeah, yeah,
obviously.
yeah.
And then now it's like in my head, and now I have to say a room with tears.
Now, do you think they're like it's just tone deaf to talk about your theaters in public? That's a good argument. Is it that, or is it like they're mad I bought a theater with my money? Like, what do people want you
It's
to
not-
spend this money you
It's
make
the first
on?
one.
It's the first one.
And I can like sort of understand it.
Yeah.
And I guess that's why now I'm like,
But it's really funny though. If people just go a step further, what you're saying is you want me to lie to you to remain relatable. You would pick
I know.
dishonesty over
Exactly.
triggering. I get it. I
maybe,
just laid out a scenario the other day. We were having a hypothetical conversation. I said, yeah, if you're with me and you can't make your mortgage payment and you see me buy something or rent something, that's hard.
Yeah.
It is hard.
I understand all of it. It's like, yeah, what are you going to do?
But I'm going to keep doing it because I'm just not going to be dishonest. I didn't watch this movie in my bed on TV. We watched it in
a room with tears.
A 10-seat movie theater.
It's like, there's just like they're big couches.
Yeah,
it's comfortable. Yeah. It's not like a movie theater that you'd go to at the movie theater.
That's all I wanted to specify. Like tears sounded like maybe there's like 100 seats in there.
Yeah, there's like a couple, whatever. We were watching the movie. I don't want to do this, but
myself.
like, and you were in a space that I couldn't really see you.
I was in the front row of many, many rows. It was about 20 rows.
Oh my God, no. There's 3 rows. Okay. You and Kristen were in the front.
And I'm getting a forehand massage. That was loud.
What?
I'm teasing. See, I was trying to make it worse.
That's what I was actually about to say. So you're making like kind of these sexual noises because you're talking about you're doing something about the movie, but we don't see you.
Yeah.
And you're sitting next to your wife and there's this sense of like, what are they doing?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Remember I said, what are you doing?
But listen.
I had to say
that just goes to show how poorly you could hear. The noises I was making were not sexual.
Oh.
This was the noise. Oh.
Okay, but I don't know. Okay.
That was like, and that was as low as I could do it. Because what I wanted to go, oh, like that. That's how I
sexually?
felt. No, I'm disturbed.
Oh.
You remember what this is all about? I had vocalized how disturbing this intimacy was to me.
You didn't love watching the intimacy between the two characters.
I did not.
On screen.
I did not.
So, okay, that was you feeling like but like could go a lot of directions.
But hold on.
Okay.
Before you ever saw the intimacy, I said, I do got a flag that I don't love the intimacy.
Yeah, that's right.
So then the intimacy started.
Yeah.
And then I was making noises.
Yeah, but we don't.
So why would you think they were pleasurable noises?
Well, because I didn't know it had anything to do. I thought you and Kristen were doing something sexual.
In a room full of people.
Or like she was just, not necessarily sexual, but like she was like cuddling you.
And I was orgasmic.
Or you were being too vocal about how pleasurable it was.
Okay, but this was the noise. You ready?
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know what it sounds like.
I think it sounds more like, if you're going to misinterpret it, I would be like, oh, he's pushing a shit out up there.
No,
he feels very comfortable.
It was Occam's razor. And it was wrong, but it normally would have been right.
But the simplest explanation is I announced that I'm grossed out by this, and then you hear noises while it's happening. So Occam's razor would say, oh, those are noises of disgust.
It depends. All depends. Anywho, so
great film, though. Great film. Didn't know it was Robert Zemeckis.
Yes, Robert Zemeckis. And it was great. It was spooky. It was great for the lake. And okay, but I never want people, a group of people especially, one person maybe, to do something just because one other person wants to do it. I'm against that.
Oh, I'm not.
I am.
If it's not inconvenient, like,
it is inconvenient. If it's a movie, this movie was 3 hours long. If people don't want to do it.
The 5 of us are going to have a fun time watching any movie. I know that. So it's not going to be a loss. It's just, if you present with me the 100,000 movies over the last 45 years, there's so many I'm going to pick before that.
Right.
And I think everyone there would have picked a different movie. But you were first in and you were very vocal about wanting to do it, and it all made sense, so we did it.
I know. But okay.
That's not a big concession.
That's true.
It's like if you want to eat at a restaurant really bad, I might not be in the mood for that. I'll go.
Yeah, you're right. That's fine. It's just if no one was in the mood to watch a movie and then one person wanted to watch a movie, that is like, okay, like I guess the next 3 hours is going to be doing something I don't want to do. I don't like that.
And it is 3 hours because we got to stop and talk a lot, which is why it's fun no matter what we watch.
Yeah, it was fun. I think watching a movie altogether is fun.
Really fun.
But
I don't have a bad memory of watching a movie together with people.
Yeah, neither. But there was this scenario that happened recently. I'm not going to go into too many details. I don't want to upset anyone. But no one here, present company excluded from this incident.
Rob, can you leave?
No, Rob's present company. He's excluded.
I know, I'm teasing.
So in a group of people, one person wanted to do something with the group.
Oh, this is a theoretical?
No, this happened.
Real. Okay.
It's hard to not give details. So one person wanted us to do an adult talent show. And I was like,
not happening.
No. Yeah,
Yep.
Immediately when I heard.
Yeah, I would never even pitch this to you. It's insane you went into performing.
I'm a good performer.
You want to do character voices. You have no talent show.
How dare you?
Don't be so offended. I'm just
thinking it through.
Okay,
I'm thinking about, I don't think those are the same things.
Right.
Personally. I don't think going and doing a talent is the same thing as performing as you or
singing or doing character voices or.
Yeah, I don't sing in my acting. I'm not taking on a role that's singing. Probably not. If I had to, but probably
if you got
not.
offered a role you wanted that you had to sing.
I mean, if it was like a two-liner.
Mindy Kaling. I sang for Stephen Conrad, and I'm terrified.
I've had to sing in auditions. I've had to do that.
Yeah, so you did.
Yeah, I've done it, but I don't like doing it.
Right.
Anyway.
You don't like performing, that's all I'm saying.
Oh my God. Anyway.
That's not true. You love performing at live shows. You do a stellar job
performer,
and you love it. Yeah.
And I have performed many times in my life.
Yes, you have. Many plays.
Many
a couple thousand commercials, a few movies, a couple high quality television shows.
If you don't think
cable television shows.
If you don't think being a flyer requires performing, you don't understand cheerleading. That is a performance.
It is a performance, and I bet you love performing. And you could do it if you didn't like performing. I could see loving the physical aspect of it and the challenge of landing your stuff. It could be very internally motivated.
Yeah, but you have to be good at performing in order to be good at that. That's the front face.
I'm just saying, I can imagine someone, the audience is irrelevant to them. That's not why they're doing it.
Yeah, that isn't why I did that. Yeah. It's actually not why I do any of my performance.
Many of my performances.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's for me, the way I feel when I'm performing or I'm in a character or I'm doing that. So it's not about the audience. So maybe that is the difference.
Yeah. You're more pure than me.
I'm very pure.
Yeah.
I'm 100%.
I'm a little monkey on a sidewalk and I have cymbals. And if you give me a couple peanuts, I'll clang those cymbals until your ears bleed.
Yeah. I don't like attention.
Yeah.
So that is maybe
And I love it. Unless I'm crashing a boat.
That's true.
And I don't want attention.
Okay. So a talent show was presented and I was immediately like, no. But it was fun. Like, I do understand the idea.
Spirit's great.
The idea is also like, interesting talents, like not your average talent, like do something silly. This person saw it on TikTok or something, or saw someone do this crazy, this crazy talent. They were inspired.
Watched Americans Got Talent the night before. Something happened.
And brought to the group, right? Now, I will say, I said, the same similar noise to what you were making yesterday.
Yeah, and didn't someone think they were
I was
moose hoofing you?
Yeah. I said, so not for me, but totally happy to watch this. Totally happy to be the audience for this. As everyone knows who listens, most likely, I cannot be peer pressured, right? So like, that was that for me.
Yeah, end of the line.
Now, what also was clear, also nobody else wanted to do the talent show. It was not just me.
Right.
I wasn't.
Sacrificial lamb.
I was not like, if everyone else I don't do that, right? I know what I want to do and I don't want to do, I say it. But then it kind of led other people to have to be like, I don't really have a talent, like, doing the nice way of trying to get out of it.
Yeah.
And it was not happening, but this person wanted it really, 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 really bad and was brought it up multiple times.
Sure. Took another run at it, we would say.
Yeah. And then, texted the group and I was like, well, my talent is that I can't be peer pressured, so I will not be participating. And I kept reiterating this. I am happy to watch anyone do
You'll
their
be
talent.
a great audience member.
I'll be a great audience member, but I'm not going to participate.
Yeah, we got it.
And then it got really tricky because it was happening more than once. And so I had to really sit with like, why do I feel really like stick in the mud about this? Like I feel like I will not.
Like you're being insolent.
Yeah. And I did have to be like, why? I could just do some dumb thing.
Get up there and blow a fart.
I would
walk off.
never. That is not a
That's
talent
not
of
one
mine.
of your talents.
Yeah.
No.
So I was like, what is it? And I ultimately, I was like, I think that I feel some level of injustice that a whole bunch of people would be doing something that only one person actually wants to do and everyone else is like having to do to appease one. And that,
That's
I think
what is now triggered with this
the movie. That's what I'm saying.
But again, hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Okay.
Those asks are so different. Come sit through a movie with us versus go figure out a talent and then perform for us in front of everyone in 25 minutes. Those are much different requests.
Yeah.
They're dramatically different.
I know. It's just coming up now where I started to feel guilty because I was like, well, all these people did something for me that only
Yes.
I wanted to do. Maybe I should have done that.
Yes, but again, there's a difference between do you want to play war with me game of cards? And
I do.
I think it'd be so fun to paint my barn.
Yeah. Yeah. That
It's
is how
much
it
different.
feels. It's like, I would want to do one thing. I really don't want to do this other thing. But I'm just giving everyone permission to say, we're not doing it.
Right.
And I'm like, that's fine. I'm devil's advocating something.
Oh, wow.
Fuck. This is bad for me.
Uh-oh. Real-time realization.
Yeah.
Breakthrough.
Okay. Secret turkey. Original secret
Yes.
turkey.
Yeah.
Lily, who's here right now as a young
She witnessed
lad.
the kerfuffle.
She brought up secret turkey. She wanted us all to participate. And it was like, fuck this. This is Thanksgiving. We all got to now do something.
Yeah. Yeah.
And guess
it's,
what?
It's the greatest.
It's the best thing we've ever done.
That's right.
And now it's a tradition that we won't miss.
And we've already beat this into the ground, but that disposition of I won't be peer pressured.
Yeah.
You do miss out on some
Yeah,
stuff.
you do. You do.
Yeah.
You do.
Sometimes your boobs are out on a Guadalupe river and you were right. Sometimes you actually miss out on something.
Tits up, literally.
In front of Danny Ricardo.
Stranded in front of an F1 driver.
And his 12 gorgeous
choking
friends.
some water up. And
Pulling fish out of your fallen bathing suit.
But ultimately, I did participate in Secret Turkey. So it's like, I think I'm making the right decisions.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that one's different. A kid asked. So
Yeah, you got it.
You got to do it.
You got to do
You
it.
got to do it.
All right. Well,
Facts?
that's it. Let's do some facts. Okay. Now this, Epi, Riz,
the
simulation.
sim.
So interesting.
So interesting. I was a little more combative than normal, as I recall.
Yeah. You were. Yeah.
Yeah, I felt real defensive of the people that didn't get good luck in life.
He was so nice.
He
though.
was. I felt bad that I had to push back, but I had to say it's not fair. That can't be right for the disadvantaged
I just
people.
wish you were nicer to him, but that's fine.
Because he felt like your dad a little bit.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. But I gotta show respect to your dad and to him in the same way.
I understand.
Bring him my best.
I get it. Okay, I looked up the percentage of people who've tried shrooms. This says we estimated lifetime prevalence of psychedelic use by age category using data from a 2010 U.S. population survey of 57,873 individuals aged 12 years and older. There were approximately 32 million lifetime psychedelic users in the U.S. in 2010, including 17% of people aged 21 to 64 years, 22% of males and 12% females in that category. Rate of lifetime psychedelic use was greatest among people aged 30 to 34, Total 20%, including 26% of males and 15% of females.
And we got to acknowledge that was 2010. They've gotten way more popular in the last 5 years.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Is the largest segment of the gaming industry mobile? Like he said, yes. Largest segment of the global gaming industry is indeed mobile gaming. It accounts for over half of the total gaming revenue, surpassing both console and PC gaming combined.
I don't do any of it.
Me either.
My son was playing a lot of video games on his phone, I noticed. He likes them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Which one is his fave?
I didn't ask. I just could tell it was a game.
You didn't want to know
Yeah.
because you don't. It's like hard because you got to monitor these sons on playing video games.
Yeah.
Like,
he's old enough now that I worry less, but yeah. I just was more interested in like, oh, he likes those. We don't have that in common.
you don't want him to turn into adolescence.
I don't want him to go backwards. No, he's made such great strides.
Adolescence the show.
Yeah, that too. I don't want him to kill anyone.
Yeah, exactly. I looked up, does Call of Duty have an iPad version? Yes.
Oh, great.
It does. Okay, what is Bitcoin today?
Oh, it's high. We've rebounded, I think.
It's high. Yeah. 109,101.
Okay, that's
109,000.
Is that our peak so far since we've been reporting on this?
It might be. It's up. It says 0.14% today, probably from yesterday.
Right.
You are worried that we're jinxing it by saying it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you might be right because we haven't talked about it in a while and now it's up.
Yeah, so if you report it on the next fact check and it's down, we'll know and we'll be targets of crypto nerds. So we got to be careful.
Okay. But I'm still going to do it because I'm not scared.
I saw Peter Thiel is announcing a new cryptocurrency.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Okay. Bitcoin Pizza Remembrance Day is May 22nd. It marks the anniversary of a day a Florida man paid 10,000 Bitcoin for 2 pizzas in the first Bitcoin transaction.
10,000?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I'll do it. I won't ask you.
Yeah, do it.
I'm going to do it. Oh, wow. It gives me a number. It doesn't even. 1.09E9. Does that mean 9 zeros? I'm going to divide that by 10. Yeah. Okay. So it's $1.09 billion.
Oh, my God.
Oh, for a pizza. Oh, that's heartbreaking. $109 billion.
That's insane.
Oh, I'm intrigued, too, by this guy he's remained anonymous, but the guy who created Bitcoin, who has a ton of it, but it's unknown. But someone thinks he's in the $150 billion range.
Are you allowed to be unknown when you're like amassing
Yeah,
that kind of money? That feels wild.
you sure can. You can keep it nice and discreet. That's if I ever get $109 billion, you might not ever see me again. I'll keep it really discreet.
Hey.
Sorry. Well, you will, but not the real. Well, come on now. I'm talking about the real world.
Well, you said you.
But the informal you or whatever you say.
Oh my God. The royal you. The
royal you.
This is the trajectory. The more money you get, you Dax, the less you see Monica.
No, that is not true. I've seen more of you with the more money. It's in fact the exact opposite. The more I see you, the more money I make.
Okay. This was wild. He brought up fruit flies as an example of something. And while I was listening and editing, I was currently being swarmed by fruit flies.
Ooh. I think that's why they study them. They breed so fast.
I'm in the middle. Oh my God. It's because I'm eating more fruit because fruit in the summer is so yummy. And obviously I've been making all these peach galettes. But man, do I have a fruit fly issue. And that was sim. And then it was sim that it was sim.
Yeah. Double sim. Sim squared. I will say I have gotten to eat crow over the years because I remember when I was in the groundlings, Caitlin's boyfriend, long-term boyfriend at the time, was a scientist who studied fruit flies. And I remember thinking, what a boring thing to dedicate your life to studying this one tiny organism, the fruit fly. But half of the studies I've read since then, it's all work on fruit flies. They figure out almost everything they figure out on fruit flies. So then I've come to realize, no, he was at the epicenter, the white hot epicenter of what you'd want to study as a scientist.
I hope he's listening and he receives this apology.
Jude, shout out. You were right. I was wrong. Fruit flies are the future.
And the past.
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to do a couple more. There were a couple more Mandela effects that I hadn't heard of. Have we talked about Mr. Monopoly wearing a monocle?
Mm-hmm. And he does, right? Or he doesn't.
He doesn't.
But I think he does.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah.
Also, does the fruit of the Loom logo pour out of a cornucopia?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think that, but it's not true.
It's not true. It's not true.
Why do we all think these things? It doesn't make any sense.
Exactly. Well, Sim, what do you think the peanut butter is called? The like really popular brand of peanut butter.
Jif. Do people think it's called Jiffy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have that one, shockingly.
I think this might be the craziest one. It's not Luke, I am your father.
What?
It's not. It's no, I am your father.
No, I am your father. Luke, I am your father. Oh, boy.
Luke, I am your father is it's so zeitgeisty.
Yes, it's that.
And it's not even real.
Oh, my God. If I were watching the movie and I heard that, I'd go, why did they change this? They edited it after the fact.
I know. Same with mirror, mirror on the wall. It's not mirror, mirror on the wall.
What is it?
It's magic mirror on the wall.
Oh, that's garbage. No, it's definitely mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest of them all?
But it's not.
It's not. But it's not.
I think they're so fun.
Spank your butt, cherry red. Did you ever have to spank these bad boys' butts, cherry red? You need to watch more Steve Brule, Monty.
Where'd that come from?
Steve Brule.
Snow White.
This episode's about horse. Not horses. It's about horse.
He's so funny.
Oh.
All right. Well, that's it for us.
Did it make you believe more or less in the sim this episode? Because I have to say, I hate to say this, because I was forced to take that position, I kind of convinced myself a little more of it. I believe less in it than I did. I just can't get over that point that there's a vast disparity in how this stuff spread out.
I understand that, but like what the point he was making, which I did very much understand, is like, but that is the reality of life. The reality of life is some people, whether it's a sim, whether it's God, whether it's just the way the cookie crumbles, there is a disparity.
Well, that would, to me, would point to that there is only reality. Because if there's a God and God created disparity, what kind of God is this? And if there's a sim that created this great disparity, what kind of sim is that? You have to reject any systems that are being proposed to you where it justifies tons of people got the short end of the stick because they'll be rewarded later. That's like such a cop-out for a system to me.
I mean, I agree with that. Like, I understand that it can get slippery into like, well, this is just the way it is.
Or you go, well, you're fake. And that just to me seems like
that's bad.
The ultimate insult on top of everything else is like, I have to say you're fake to accept my good fortune.
Yes. But that's looking at it in a very, I think, black and white lens. Whereas I think he's kind of saying it's an explanation amongst all these other explanations that exist.
For reality.
Yeah. And the space-time stuff is very interesting.
Yes, but isn't it interesting we just kind of inherently don't trust reality? Like that our hunch from the beginning has been like, well, no, this must have been created by God. Or this must, or there must be punishment and rewards coming later. Or this has all been designed by a computer. It's just interesting that we have such a suspicion about our reality as a baseline.
Because life is wild.
It's weird.
We don't really have control over it. So we're all looking for answers.
I still love this topic.
Me too. I love it.
I want to be on record as saying I really love the topic, even though I was so harsh on it. Still so fun.
Fun topic. All right.
I love you.
That's it. Love you. Bye.
Bye.